for the side of Geek Fan, I'm interested really on this, Natalia, on how
We will see Reptar in action, but for now, you're gonna have to make do with me as we are gonna be heading into the game. It's Execration versus Geek Fam PH. Now, here's the thing. Geek Fam PH, they are in the verge of being eliminated from the playoffs, and they absolutely need, it's an absolute need for them to win against Execration. I think a 2-0 would be the best, but they have to make do with 2-1. If they can't do that, that is not going to be a great task. That's not going to be easy because this is Execration, a team that has been in the top. Now, Execration in the middle, they are pressuring this this lineup from Geek Fan PH that focuses on Curtizi having the veteran hunter with the Claude. So this is a little bit of strategy that teams are now employing. They started with, I think we started with Bren Esports doing this veteran hunter on the Claude. Now Curtizi is going to be controlling it. Geek Fan PH, what I don't like about what they have been doing in the previous days is that they are using Helkert so much, and we know that it is not the best in terms of like your options in the side lanes. Definitely you want to go for like Thams or something Uranus, but when it is constantly banned against you, obviously you want to explore more options, and they opted for the Helkert. Well, don't get me wrong. I think Exort or the rest of the team, I mean, Curtizi or Exort can use this up to very high skill level, but unfortunately the hero is just not the best. Now Chakno want to go for the call this time, initiation, but the silence from the Helkert stops Hate from taking down Curtizi. Curtizi able to run away from the Tempest of Blades, able to run out. Unfortunately, though, he will be chased down by the Cho, Etumax, as well as Zapdo combining for this. The Way of the Dragon committed onto Natalia, and they might kill CKTD. Dashing away, they will actually give it to Hate, channeling the Hate this time. That was so smart from Execration, not killing off the Natalia and giving it to Hate, who dons now the Bounty Hunter on this Ling. Now Etumax, fresh Divine Judgment out of a level 4, and they take out the kill onto Why Not. 7,000 in the bank for Execration. Really good start for the team. Now the problem up top, Exort being forced to use the Dark Knight Falls. It's a team fight tool that you don't want to use. Chaknu initiating onto Curtis. He cannot be MI out because of the bouncy ball, and the kill will be there for Chaknu. Amazingly done. Etumax will try to help this. Doesn't need him, but of course, takes away the attention away from Chaknu, and that is a bad sign. Now onto the bottom, they want to go for the Esmeralda. Finally, tough break for Geek Fan PH. Finally catching a break this time in this game. But that kill onto the Claude from Chaknu, that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt their economy, their morale in this game. Geek Fan PH really finding it hard. This is the problem you have when you're having the veteran hunter, the jungle emblem. Now another kill might be in place, but fortunately for Geek Fan PH, Exort is able to run away. Does have to use, he did have to use the Petrify and then the jump away just to get away, which means that Geek Fan PH, again, 80 seconds without this valuable battle spell. They will have to make do without another teamfight tool that they don't have. Here we go, onto the middle. Chakno just doing Chakno things, just trying to zone out Why Not or any member of the team. Look at this. You see the Tyrant's Rage actually to snatch. I don't know if he was able to snatch that grab coin, but if he did, man, Chakno really making it work. Now they want to snag Why Not and be able to do so. Alright, so the crab coin will not be stolen by Chaknu, but that also meant that Exort will have to go back to base once again just to heal up. And the supports of Execration, Etumax and Chaknu just doing so much in the map. What they're doing right now is to stop Geek Fan PH from getting the farm. And it seems like Geek Fan PH are really scrambling to get anything in this map. The first turret falls. And actually, that's the second one. Going in favor of Execration. I'm going to go for Zapdo. Zapdo, can you run away? No. Nice juggle of stuns coming out from Mpl-Ph. Onto the bottom though, Hate is going to be using the ultimate, and the sword goes down. That's Elgar down for the count. Even after using the ultimate, Mpl-Ph, even after getting the kill to Zapnu, they will lose one member. Not looking that good for the side of Mpl-Ph, as they will lose the economy. I think Chakno is looking to go for the blade armor, and if he does get it with 3 leather jerkins now to his name, this means that if he does get the blade armor, that's gonna be really bad for this Courtesy Claude. Will really suffer. Nice dodge from Wynot, but he still will be losing his turret. There it is. The blade armor up and available for Chakno very early in this game, and this is also helps them counteract the Courtesy Claude. They want to go forwards. They want to go and pressure this top lane, able to push the top turret. The Grok will have to back down, actually, even with just about 20% health down. He just straight up recall back to base. And Courtesy and the gang, they obviously want to get as much farm onto the Claude. But with the map pressure that Execration is building up this time, this Claude just can't catch a break. On the flip side, though, it's Hate as well as Benny Cutie just having so much options here in this game. On to Execration side. Want to go for the turtle, and Chakno catches to it. They jump in forward. There's the blazing to it, but still receiving so much damage. It's going to be the Claude down. Kaja will be the exchange, but the Giant will be there for the positive trade. Be favoring Execration. Exor trying his best to divert Execration away from this push, but he will pay the price. Zapno takes him down. CKTD might go for the positive trade now for Mpl-Ph. Chakno far too late. Nevertheless, Execration still is happy with what is happening. They get a turtle, they get 2 kills, they might even get the bottom lane. Why not? Able to stand his ground. Hate though with the dive, there's the wild charge just to get away, and Hate able to get away with the Tempest of Blades. The turret will fall. Why not? Will be safe for now. CKTD wants to go for the exchange, but Benny Cutie makes sure that Hate is untouched in the bottom side of the map. Execration really getting everything that I wanted in this game. 4 turrets down. Mpl-Ph is not finding the farm on Courtesy, who is now at 3 kills. Will be able to get his red buff. The veteran hunter in there. But the farm is just absolutely nothing from the Claude. Really finding it hard now. Execration, just hiding around the bushes, making sure that the buffs will be in it. Well, at least they will be in control in terms of the buffs. Just wait and see what this entails. Look at this, 5.6k on the Claude and 6.7 thousand already for this Ling. Onto the top, there's going to be the Dark Knight Falls. Chakno in a very bad spot, will be controlled and will be taken out. That's the Grok and the Kaja. I'm sorry, that's the Kufa and the Kaja, and a little bit of mistake there from the Zap. Will be taken out one by one. Execution Falls. Is this Geek Fam? Geek Fam's break we are looking for without Benny Cutie in there, and the fact that Execution went in one by one, that is when Geek Fam pounced. This is so good for their side. Benny Cutie, very questionable jump in there. Soon. And Reptar, I can hear you, man. I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, how you
doing? Maze Jawhead kept me inside the Jawhead machine bot thing, so I couldn't leave. But it looks like we might get an attempt here by Execration to try to turn things around. Itomax goes in, might be a little bit too deep, taking a lot of damage from the side of Geek Fam. Geek Fam retaliating. Execration still having a hard time turning it around, but looks like they might actually do just that with 3 kills for them. 4 members. That's a wipeout. That's a triple. Oh my goodness. Just as I said it, Execration wiping Geek Fam, and looks like they might be able to turn it around as they take this Lord.
Geek Fam says, all right, we wiped them. They went in one by one. Hold my beer. I'm going to show you how to do it as well, right? Mpl-Ph did exactly what Execration did as in terms of committing the mistake. However, you still have to give it to Geek Fam. I think that the reason why they were stopped by Execration was the fact that they were far too focused on taking out an inhibitor up top. But before that happens, it's gonna be Why Not trapped in a very bad spot. Cartesi trying his best to secure that buff.
Initiate
Actually
retreat.
was able to get it, so that's good for Geek Fan PH. As I've said, top lane, they were able to push the inhibitor, but in exchange for 5 euros and Lord. For Geek Fan PH, I think their mindset is it's okay to commit the trade. I think that they think that they can defend even with the Lord, and they'll take it in a positive way. It's a sacrifice that they had to make sure that they stay in this game.
Yeah, and the game isn't really that far at all. It just so happens that they lost one team fight really badly, but they can still turn things around. Their lead, the lead Execration has over them in terms of resources isn't that bad. So as long as they play this smartly and defend really smartly, they'll be able to keep this and stay in this game. See, right now they're just focusing on the Lord. You see Chocolate trying to disrupt them. Benny Cutie is nearby. Let's see if they're gonna pounce. No, they're not. And Geek Fam, they're playing it really smart right now. They just have to keep doing it like this, but they also have to be careful not to over-rotate together, because if they do, they might just let one turret slip.
Well, it looks like they will over-rotate this time. Cho is going to be taken out. There's the Link already using the ultimate. What a wild charge from Why Not. That is a very good stop onto the Execration's push. The fact that they were able to stop the aggression from Execration and be able to defend their turrets, I think that's well done from Geek Fan PH. You're going to take that trade any time of the day.
Yep, and little victories like that will amount to bigger things. But that is not going to be a little victory. That's going to be a pretty big win there for Hate. If he can get away from this, it's going to be an even bigger win. Geek Fam might have overcommitted in this fight. It's a double kill, but Claude gets a kill on the Kaja. Will they be able to turn this around? No, it doesn't look like it. There's 3 members of Geek Fam out. Why Not's really low? Make that a shutdown now. They get Hate. That's a double kill for the Esmeralda. So it's just CKTD, that Natalia, that's left. And they might have overcommitted. The moment they saw Hate, they just looked like a bull that saw red. And they were like, oh, let's get him. Channel the Hate now. Let's channel a kill on Hate. But they weren't able to do that. And that's a loss that you don't want to take at this point in this game. Because you can't really give Execration anymore. They're going to try to get payback, but Execration smarter than that. They said, you know what? We're just going to keep continuing the pressure. We're just going to keep finding holes in your defense, and we're going to make you pay for it. Little by little, the more Geek Fam does this, the more this game will slip away from them.
Absolutely. You know what? They went for... I like your metaphor. I think that they did look like bulls running for the red flag. Unfortunately, for Geek Fam PH, they suffered that loss. But you have to take note, they still are leading in terms of like the map pressure as they were able to push the top lane. That being said, the economy does not favor them. Now, the question is, will there be a time where this Claude will outfarm or outscale this Ling? He still is 1,000 gold behind the Ling, and this is like Ling time. 13 minutes in. This is still the power spike that we have for the Ling. But if you look, maybe 5 to 10 minutes from, I'm sorry, not 5 to 10, but 5 to 6 minutes or 5 to 8 minutes from now, you're gonna see Geek Fan PH having the better scalability compared to Execration. And I think that is what Geek Fam is doing. The way, and this is just my judgment from them, the way they are moving or the way they are reacting to what Execration does, it feels like they absolutely want to just defend, turtle it out, and wait for the late game. And maybe it is for the good. Geek Fan PH, they have this leader in Why Not, and Why Not knows the basic MOBA knowledge. They're gonna go for a kill. This is a big bonus. It uses the ultimate. They're gonna fight this. This is not really what you want. You might... Exort might die because... Oh man, that was bad. Could have been really good for them, Reptar.
Yeah, but while all this is happening, it's Geek Fam that can actually might be able to take this Lord. It depends if they'll be able to buy themselves enough time. But here's the rest of Execration. Who's gonna take the Lord? Ling gets a kill, but why not? Secures the Lord kill. That is what they need. As long as Geek Fam can get back from this, as long as Jawhead and Natalia can get back to base safely, they might be able to wait this out and might be able to buy themselves enough time to counter it. And they even get a shutdown there on Hate. That is what they needed. that is the small win that Geek Fam needed. With the Lord marching in the top lane, Execration now has to fall back on defense. That gives Natalia enough time to maybe roam around, maybe assist with pressuring just one lane a little bit more. But knowing Execration, they'll be able to cover it well enough. What a steal there by Why Not, and what an even
What a
better kill
steal.
on the lane by May.
No way, Execration was winning that. They were able to get a kill onto Exhort. They took out Curtizi, the Retribution holder for Geek Mpl-Ph, and they have all the licenses, all the permission to take that Lord. It's in their hands, and I don't know how Wynot did it, but man, that was amazingly done. And now you see, you felt hate with his hatred out of the bottom lane, really diving in deep, and was duly punished by May. Have to take note, some side comment, May was also part of Execration for MPL Season 4. May says, okay, this is why I'm here, and this is why you're there. Know your place, man. Don't do that to me. You don't do that to me.
Yeah, hate might have channeled the hate just a little bit too much. And I feel like that Why Not steal on the Lord was really, it's him doing tank things. I could just hear Grok's voice like, Grok, stay, everyone leave. Grok has this. And Grok sacrificed himself to really make sure to secure that Lord steal. And it worked out in the end. And now, man, Geek Mpl-Ph has turned this around. They were able to apply some pressure there in the bot lane now with their positioning. They really just cannot mess up a team fight again like they did earlier.
Yeah, not at all. So this is a reset, at least for Execution. That's how they feel this is like. All right, we didn't suffer any additional loss. This is a reset. We are still behind in terms of map control, but in terms of economy, we're a little bit behind. We have to take this slowly. Take the fights that only we can take, that we are in advantage of, and take, like this. Punish the fact that Geek Mpl-Ph are separated around the map and get the pickups that we can, and take the fight thereafter. So this is what the approach should be for Execution. For Geek Mpl-Ph, yeah, surely they can apply pressure in many parts of the map, but they should not get ahead of themselves. Do not overstep your bounds. Do not overly go for split pushes. Make sure that you don't die if you do try to go for split pushes, and take this game like methodically. Geek Mpl-Ph though, what a jump from Chakdo, getting on the 2. That's Exhort down for the count. And immediately Geek Mpl-Ph says, okay, let's disperse Natalia, pressure the bottom lane. We cannot win this fight anymore. No, why not, bro? This is not good, Reptar. I think that Geek Mpl-Ph should not be fighting at all. What do you think, Reptar?
Yeah, they really should, and they can't handle a team fight at this moment. Don't forget that the Execration does have a Kaja on their side. One really good Divine Judgment in the team fight, and you're pretty much done for. Because at this point, the economy doesn't matter now. Everyone has their items. Everyone deals the damage that they want to deal. Everyone's item locked. So you really just have to play it out carefully. But Chakdu going straight into the wind, but it looks like it's going to pay off perfectly. They get a kill there on May. Why not providing the space now? And Execration played it really smartly. It really looked like a good tower dive for them, but looks like they kept going at it. Curtizi now might be caught off in the wrong place because he's taking down a lot of damage, but here comes the Hellcurt to try to burst down Itomas. Itomas does have immortality up. Geek Mpl-Ph applying the pressure for 2 members of Execration. Chakno and Itomas, will they be able to get away from this? That is the question. Why not? The wild charge doesn't deal enough damage to finish off Itomas, so Itomas is able to get away from this. So Geek Mpl-Ph not able to get payback for the loss that they took. May gets taken out in that team fight there, but they could have lost more. So I feel like that's a small emotional, spiritual win, I guess, for Geek Fam, not losing more than they could have. But with the Lord up, how are they going to play this again? Will they do what they did earlier, which was actually a stroke of genius, which was the Hellcurt and the Natalia? I forgot. 2 members of Geek Fam actually split pushed, drew the attention of Ling, and another member of just Ling, and that just bought Geek Fam enough time to steal the Lord. Why not getting pressured right now by members of Execration?
Really scary thought there for Execration, as why not actually catch the attention of 3 members of Execration and somebody else pushes now. They know that they have isolated this one. This guy doesn't have an immortality, and he will be taken out. Now, Chakno, for retaliation in there. There's the ultimate from Zapno. Way of the Dragon going to be committed in combination with the Flicker. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Itomax in exchange for May. Execration might be happier with this trade as they have gotten the more valuable trade. Okay, I did not. Okay, that wasn't a stolen buff. I think that he tried to go for the Flame Shot steal. Unfortunately, wasn't able to connect it. Now the Lord, Reptar, who's gonna take it? It's really close, but top lane though, I think this is the far better kill. I mean, Chakno is chasing people on the right side, but onto the top side, that's Zabnu. Trailing in terms of HP, will be chased by Curtizi, slowed down. It's gonna be gunned down as well, and there's the kill. Natalia to take the last hit. Geek Mpl-Ph. They are now in a man advantage.
That's what we... oh my goodness, Chakno, what an entry from out of nowhere! What a pickoff! Able to catch off Exort with the Tyrant's Revenge. Here comes Why Not, though. Will he be able to get away from this? Geek Fam with the response. Will they be able to trade the kill? Chakno taking a lot of damage, but here comes the help from Execration. Why Not is now in a delicate spot here. Geek Fam trying to turn this around. Curtizi blazing to wet, probably looking for the perfect opportunity, but that's going to be a monster kill for the Esmeralda. Why Not gets taken out, Itomas gets taken out, and Zapnu still trying to respawn back into the action. Geek Fam PH, at least they're recovering, at least they're getting traced, but CKTT with a good pickup. Curtizi, can he deal enough damage to take them out? That's a blazing to wet. May, QT and Chaknu, dangerous spot. Here comes May from out of nowhere. There's going to be a shutdown on the Esmeralda. Chaknu taking a lot of damage, and Curtizi able to take him out. Immortality won't save you there. Hate though, channel the hate, feel the hate. Can hate capitalize on this because Execration, Zapnu's back from the dead. You thought he was out, but he is back for the count. But wait, there's no minions. There's no minions, but hate is definitely there to save it. But in the middle lane, Zapnu, just when he got back, he gets taken out by the two assassins of Execration, of Geek Fam, I mean, CKTD and Exort. That might have saved the game for Geek Fam PH because they just took down the Lord. They have 4 members. They have the advantage in terms of the respawn timers because Curtiz is going to be back in like around almost like 15 seconds or so. Zapnu has like 10 to 15 seconds above that. So Geek Fam PH might just secure this game number 1. If they play their cards right here, this might even be just one more team fight, and this is the end of the game.
My goodness, Reptar, that chaotic fight that happened, it's as if it's a showdown. Okay, get ready for the next battle. Here comes a new challenger.
Yes.
Round 1 fight. That's exactly what happened. There's a lot of rounds that happened in that exchange and the chaos. It favored Geek Fam PH because they were able to take the Lord for themselves, and the fact that the lane was already shoved out top because of the big minions that's already going there since the inhibitor turret is already down. This is exactly what you get in terms of advantage when you do push an inhibitor turret early on. Like, the fight would have been totally different if Execration's mind was not on defending their base, because they had to like port back one hero back, and they really give their chances in winning that fight. And Geek Fam PH, after winning that chaotic fight, took out the Lord so easily, so freely. But it seems like Execration still not backing down. They're able to defend. Even with the Lord in there, Geek Fam PH respects the fact that Execration can turn the tables around. So this game is still ongoing, still very close.
Very close indeed, and you really have to commend Geek Fam's defense here all the time that they were pressured, because what we saw was the top lane turret still hasn't been taken out, and this whole time Execration's bottom turret, top turret as well, wasn't taken out. So I feel like for the longest time, Execration's goal was, okay, let's break one of the third tier turrets so that we can even it out and have a better advantage. But now, at this point, hold that thought. Looks like we're gonna get a full-on team fight. Will it be the final one? Because Geek Fam, Execration, they're just pouring everything in. They get to take out the Hellcurt. That's going to be a kill there in favor of Execration. Geek Fam PH immediately sensing the danger and just split everyone bounce, and that's how you want to play this safely. If they fully committed there, this might be Execration's game, but Execration still going in for the ultimate chase here because Geek Fan PH have just been run back. Jack New with a Tyrant's Revenge. Will that be one of those Tyrant Revenges that changes the game? They get a kill there on Curtisi. No more core hero for Geek Fam, but they get a kill there on Etomax, Jack New, Benny Cutie, and the rest of Execration now. Once again flipping the tables, flipping the advantage, and it is now favoring their team. Why not? We'll try to space them out and try everything they can do, but there we go in the middle lane. Here comes the minion wave, and the rest of Execration are going to try to finish it out. Here comes Geek Fam for the defense. Who's gonna win this out? All the ultimates have been dropped. Tempest of Blades have been dropped. But here comes Dark Knight Falls, and that's gonna force Execration back for just a moment. They're gonna be turning tail. They're gonna be running. Geek Fam will try to turn this around. That's a beautiful toss on Zapnu. They get the ejector, but it's just taking so much damage. It's gonna be a shutdown. Killing spree for the Ling. If Why Not gets taken out, that's gonna hurt them a lot. But Geek Fam still somehow surviving this. Yes, their turret gets taken out. Yes, they have more members taken out here. But Execration, maybe a little bit too cautious or just respecting the defense capability of Geek Fam, not going for the end game, still focusing on the turret, and they said, you know what, let's reset, let's take control of the wave, the Lord is gonna be here, let's see if we can take the Lord there, or maybe even win the fight and end the fight there.
Oh, absolutely. Execution is happy with that trade. Yes, they are very respectful of Geek Fan PH, but that is the right decision. I mean, imagine playing for 20 minutes and just losing it because of one bad decision. Execution, with the veteran team that they are, with the veteran players that they have in here, they're saying, okay, let's take this slowly. No need to overact. We are now in the advantage. We took out 2 inhibitors, but Exordo says something. There's the silence. There's the ultimate as well. Now it's going to be the Tempest of Blades, but they figure in. Exort caught. Exort down. No, Hate is going to be chased down, but he does have the immortality, and the walls to his advantage. Gets away. There's Why Not with a close range wild charge, just to stop Etomax from going in. But the falling Starboard onto 2. Blazing the Wind gonna be used, but there's the snag from Etomax, and they take out the Claude. Courtesy down. Why Not should be next onto the bottom side, though. Hate gonna be bursted down by CKT and May, but he does have the immortality. Guardian's Barrier to block off the minions, diving into their own base. But this is really, really bad for Geek Fan PH. Execration might be taking this one. They're doing the damage. The defense from Geek Fan PH, though. The shutdown onto the Ling. Natalia takes it. The minion control from Geek Fan PH is so good. CKTD falling low, able to back out. Now the minions, round number 2. Should this be the end? Execration to take game 1.
Wow.
My home.